Hi, this is Tim. Welcome to our PLC Programming Methods to Sequence Machine series. In this series, we're going to be simulating a machine with some basic buttons and lights. It's going to start with the green light on, and when we press the green button, the yellow light's going to come on. We press the yellow button, the red light's going to come on. Just to add a little bit of variability, pressing the red button won't make it go to the next step, but we need to press and hold it for 1 second, and then the blue light will come on. And finally, pressing the blue button will start the process all over. While this is a really simple thing we're doing here, this can easily be scaled to any machine. And the best part about the methods we're showing here is they are compatible with all Allen Bradley PLCs. From the Controllogix and Compactlogix for Studio 5000, formerly RsLogix 500, to RsLogix 500 for the Micrologix and the Slick 500, and even the Connected Components Workbench for the Micro800 PLC. Actually, these are probably compatible with most brands of PLCs because they use basic programming fundamentals. Now, I'm not a fan of all these methods, but you will run into them out in the field. And I debated what order to put these in, and I decided to put them from the one I'm most likely to do to the one I am the least likely to do. And that doesn't mean the ones on the tail end are necessarily the worst. They're just the ones, in my opinion, that I wouldn't use to program. In this lesson, we're going to show how to use a MOV command as a binary way to track machine steps. If you didn't catch the previous lessons, I'll put a link to the whole series down in the description. Also note that this was originally a live stream, so it is not perfect. I think we'll start this one from the ground up. We'll start with a new program. Somebody remind me to put my Ethernet settings in this time. And what we're going to do is we're going to create this program and talk about how it works, because this is an important thing to understand what is going on here. So one, when we're starting off, actually this bottom rung is what starts it off. We're moving a 1 into our sequencer. Actually, what is that? Sequence move binary. Let's just, can I do that? Well, yeah. Oh yeah, we're online with this PLC. Yeah, we can do anything we want. Let's go and monitor this. And it has a value of 1 in it. But if we open it up to the binary bits, 1 means that bit 0 has a 1 in it. So next, if we go there, it's moving, oops, where am I? Wrong place. Got too many programs open now. Next, what it's going to do is actually going to move a 2 in. But let's look at what happens when we move a 2 in. So this is looking for the green button. I'm going to go reach back here. And if we switch one, or what is the green button, notice that when it moves that value of 2, it actually shifts to bit number 1 having a 1 in it, and the rest of them being zeros. And then we look at the next one. When we hit the yellow button, it's going to move a 4 in. And if we watch it, when we hit what would be the yellow button, then it's shifting that 1 to the next position, or the 2's position. And then finally, we're going to move an 8 in. And that is going to move it to this 3's position. So when we move these values, it makes it where we can use the bit locations to do the same thing we've done in the previous programs. Oops, we don't want to look at that one. That one's a headache. All right, now let's do this in Studio 5000. I'm sorry, in Connected Components Workbench, and talk about how it works. So I'm going to go offline, and we're just going to create a new Connected Components Workbench program. And while we're doing that, if you haven't already, then please like and subscribe this video. And also, yeah, we have, let's just navigate to one of these while we're waiting on Studio 5000. Is if you go to, well, first if you go to twcontrols.com, then you're going to see the subscribe there. Go ahead and subscribe to our newsletter. And up the top, you're going to find all of our lessons. All of our lessons are free, whether you buy our products or not. So you can learn about how to get started in automation, Studio 5000, Connected Components Workbench, HMIs. Here's the podcast right here that actually we're in right now. How to build UL508 control panels. There's an RS500 series, motors, drives, conveyor trainers, industrial wiring, PIDs. I mean, the list just goes on and on. And yeah, if you click on any of these videos, while we're just waiting on that, we'll just click on one of them. And then if you'll go in and hit the watch on YouTube button. Oh, and I got to do this actually. Yeah, because it's not going to give it to me because I am in the channel owner. But if you go normally, then right below here, you're going to see this subscribe button. If you will hit that subscribe button, we would much appreciate it. And it'll let you know when we're putting out new videos. But all right, let's get back to it. So here we are. We're going to click the new button. And we're just going to call this one, well, let's just call this sequence decimal. All right, and under controllers, Micro800, we're going to be selecting the 2080 LC20 20QBB. All right, and yes, most importantly, so I don't have to show you how the SIM IPE works again. We're going to go to configure IP address, and it's going to be 192.168.1.14, subnet of 255.255.255.0, and we are going to create two new programs. So new ladder diagram, and we're going to create another one, and this first one we're going to call our sequence. Oops. Sequence. And our second one will be our outputs. And then let's go ahead and open up our variables. And this time in our alias column, like we're supposed to, we will put a few descriptions in. So, well, I don't know why I've done it the other way every time, but this time I am going to put that this is the green light. I don't know why I was putting light 1 every other time, but green light, yellow light, red light, blue light, blue light, and then down here we are going to have the green button, the yellow button, the red button, and finally the blue, man, I'm struggling to type all of a sudden, button. And then we need to create one variable here, and we're going to call this excuse me, our sequence number, and it will be a dent. All right, let's open up our sequence, and this is going to start looking like Groundhog Day because all these have the same rough structure. It's really how we're tracking the sequence number. And so we're going to bring down an examine if closed, and we are going to look at that sequence, actually just double click the sequence number, and then we're going to add bit 0 to it right there. And then same as before, we're going to be looking for that green button on this first time. So we'll go to our IO, and we're going to look at the green button. And in this case, we're going to bring down an instruction block, and we're going to use an MOV move command. And we are going to move a value of 2 into the sequence number. And now we'll just copy that 3 times. Oops. And so if sequence number .1, then we're going to look at the yellow button, and we're going to move, we're going to double this every time. And we have a video that actually goes through how binary works, And that would be a good one to check out if you're not exactly sure what's going on there. This time we're going to move a value of 8. And then to start our sequence over, oops, forgot that's the red button. And then when we're in step number 3, this time we're actually going to move a value of 1 back in. And that's going to reset it. Also, we actually need an initial. And we should talk a little more about that in another video, but we need to get a 1 in this initially. So we're going to put an EQU. So we'll bring down instruction block, EQU, and we're going to be looking for the sequence number to be equal to 0. All right, and then outputs are going to look very similar to what we've done in all the other videos. Is we're going to let's bring down a rung, and then let's bring down, so don't even need that. Let's grab sequence number .0, and that is going to output the green light. Need that. And we'll copy and paste that 3 times. And then we're going to look for 1, 2, and 3. And that is going to do the yellow light, the red light, and I just realized one thing I forgot was that timer. So let's go to this red one here, and we'll add a branch around it. Oops. And we'll bring an instruction block down. TON. And again, we could name this. So in this case, we could make this the red button delay. Oops, why did I not like that? Red button delay. Okay. I don't know why I didn't like it the first time. And then we'll bring this down, and at this point we can look at the red button delay .q. Alright, and let's download this one. Did I put my Ethernet settings in this time? I believe I did. Let's see. Yes. So we should be good to go this time. So we're going to download this. Okay, let's see if this works. So green light is on, we press green button. Yellow light is on, we press yellow button. And then that didn't work. That did not take a second. So let's figure out what's going on here. We go back to our sequence. And right here need to say T number 1S. And now we can download that. And that should fix it. So what happened was right here, I had no timing in this. And that's why y'all couldn't figure out what was going on, because you were sitting there looking at me, staring at a screen. You weren't looking at the actual screen. But okay, so now if we switch back, I press the green button, and we get a yellow light. I press the yellow, and we get a red. Okay, now that works. And I press and hold it. All right, and we get a blue, and it goes back. And I would say that this or the final one is the way I would do machine sequencing today. Mainly because I think this is clean. You've got a really obvious, we're in sequence number step 1 right now. And all you gotta know is a little about binary to figure out, okay, well, step 0, that's where I've gotta be. And I mean, mainly I press the green button and it takes me to step 2. And I press the red button and I hold it and it takes me, I press the yellow button, it takes me to step 3, or step 4, sorry. But there's sequential enough steps that I can find exactly what's going on. So I hope this video has been helpful. Please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We put out at least one automation video a week. Next, we're going to show you a few links, including the PLC programming methods to sequence machine series. Till next time. Hey, this is Tim.
And this is Amber of TW Controls. We run the automation store. Hey, thanks for finding our channel.
Here's a playlist with some similar videos.
And YouTube thinks you'll like this video.
Please like our video and subscribe to our channel.
And if our videos have helped you make some money and you're not using our products, please consider supporting us on Patreon.
Till next time.
See ya!